Welcome to your favorite story channel, Storywise.
Make habits attractive. Your brain repeats what it enjoys.
Episode 7. Make habits attractive. Every time Omar thought about studying, his mind searched for escape instead. The math problems looked like jagged mountains he didn't want to climb, and his history book felt as heavy as a giant boulder. He sat at his desk, staring at the dust motes dancing in the sunlight, wishing he was anywhere else. His older sister, Amira, saw him staring blankly at the wall. "Stuck in the boredom swamp again?" she asked with a knowing chuckle. Omar sighed and dropped his head onto his arms. "I know I need to do it, Amira, but it's just so dull. My brain feels like it's falling asleep before I even start." Amira stepped into the room and sat on the edge of the bed. "The secret isn't just trying harder, Omar. It's making the habit attractive. If you pair something you need to do with something you love to do, your brain starts to look forward to the whole experience. We call it a temptation bundle." Omar decided to give it a try. He put on his favorite lo-fi hip-hop playlist, the one that always made him feel like a cool detective solving a case. As the steady beat filled his ears, he opened his math book. The music turned the quiet, lonely room into a focused zone, and suddenly, solving for X felt like uncovering a secret code. Next came his afternoon workout. Usually, Omar did 3 half-hearted jumping jacks and quit because he was bored. "Try this," Amira suggested, handing him her smartphone. "There's a mystery podcast you've been wanting to hear. You can only listen to the next episode while you're actually moving." It worked better than he ever imagined. As the narrator described the clues of the case of the missing diamond, Omar didn't even notice the burn in his muscles. He finished 20 jumping jacks, a set of squats, and even some lunges. He actually wanted to keep exercising just so he could hear the end of the story. Even his science reading, which usually felt like a chore, became a special event. Amira helped him create a reading ritual. She showed him how to froth milk for a special cup of honey cocoa, topped with exactly 3 mini marshmallows. It wasn't just a drink. It was a signal that something good was happening. Now, the sweet smell of cocoa meant it was time to dive into the world of atoms and molecules. The warmth of the mug in his hands made the difficult chapters feel cozy instead of overwhelming. He curled up in his favorite chair, realizing he wasn't just reading science. He was treating himself to a relaxing afternoon. "You see," Amira said later that evening, watching him finish his tasks with time to spare. "You've trained your brain to see these habits as rewards rather than chores. When you make a habit attractive, the resistance disappears." Omar felt a surge of pride. He hadn't just finished his work. He had enjoyed the process. Omar realized that he held the key to his own motivation. By adding a little joy to the hard work, he had changed his whole day. Your brain repeats what it enjoys. If you want to build a better you, make it a beautiful journey. Support Storywise for more ways to grow.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more.
Don't forget one story per day.